Today, the community came from near and far to say goodbye to a legend. Major General Joseph McNeil, who died at the age of 83 last week while battling Parkinson's disease. WECT's Anaya Cromartie attended his procession and funeral service and shares the life of Major General McNeil.
A legend laid to rest. Neighbors are paying their respects to Wilmington native Major General Joseph McNeil. A final ride for McNeil as his journey comes to a close. He's receiving a proper goodbye and thanks for all he did for his community nationwide. Before Major General McNeil contributed to the civil rights movement, he got his start at home in Wilmington.
Wilmington was a unique place in some ways. We were growing up in the segregated South, so all the roadblocks and things to keep us from being successful were either enacted into laws, Jim Crow laws, or actively by people who wanted us to fail at life. Getting an education was extremely important.
His drive of getting an education landed him at North Carolina A&T State University. Joseph McNeil, Ezell Blair Jr., Franklin McCain, and David Richmond were freshmen destined to make change. These four men were later named the Greensboro Four. They sat down at a whites-only lunch counter named Woolworth's in Greensboro. They were refused service and decided to stage a daily peaceful sit-in.
This was a personal act, something very personal that you had to do, because you might be incarcerated, you could get kicked out of school.
They made the choice to sit down in order to stand up for change. They helped to desegregate these white-only spaces and inspired others around the nation to do the same. Years later, his brave actions led to leaders giving his name a place on 3rd Street in downtown Wilmington. McNeil not only inspired people everywhere, but behind closed doors in his home.
I get to call him Grandpa, but to everybody else, he's a legend. To me as well, he's a legend, but I get to see him on a more personal level. Amazing to be able to see that somebody in my family could do such great things for the whole entire world and pass on a legacy to the rest of us.
Now, it's up to the next generation to continue keeping that legacy alive beyond his grave.
Pay your good deeds forward. You get a reward of some type for having been a decent person. So be it. God bless.